So I will pass it on now to John. John, could you provide some insights on how advisors can develop trend capture strategies and how these strategies can complement and enhance other investment factors?
Joining us here today. Trend rating is predicated on a proprietary model that was created over the course of 4 years of testing. So we did massive amounts of testing on indicators to come up with what we felt were a subset of indicators that are going to most greatly influence price moves or price fluctuations. Just to kind of background why we went through this exercise is, over 10 years ago, fundamentals typically were more in line with price movement. And for a whole, slew of reasons, mostly based on technology, that paradigm has shifted. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to complement fundamental research with our own proprietary trend capture model. By putting two of them together, we increase the probability of being able to recognize a strong trend that has quality fundamentals early in the cycle, and then unwind that position before too much profit is given back. So, acknowledging price trends is the first thing that really jumped out when we started this company in 2014. Not everybody believed that there was such a concept. They thought it was just a factor of markets in general. But we've seen hundreds of firms that we service, wealth managers, financial advisors, institutional asset managers, that are now using our metrics to be able to measure the duration and the quality and the consistency of the price trend along with those fundamentals to try to capture the performance dispersion. Performance dispersion, is something that always exists in any market. So you have a cycle of different names that are going to be in favor or out of favor. The key is, and it seems obvious, but to capture the winners early and to unwind the underperformers before it's too late. So what we've done is we've built a model that is available through a technology platform, a data feed, or through model portfolios or indices, some of which are available through BX and Index One. Next slide, please. So, briefly, without going too deep into this, our model consists of multi-layers of measuring a price trend. I mentioned before, we looked at hundreds of different combinations of indicators. We decided on 8. Those 8 are updated daily with price, volume, and volatility. We have a grade scoring system, A, B, C, or D. It's not enough to be able to just qualify a trend based on a grade. So we have 3 different metrics that accompany that grade to give you a sense of the magnitude, the directional consistency, and the risk of reversal. So those 3 metrics can be used in the platform to measure existing portfolios or to create model portfolios or indices that we've done in conjunction with BX. Next slide, please. So basically, going back to my first point, there is a very big reliance on fundamentals and how effective they are. So what we have in our tool set is a way to be able to look at the effectiveness of different combinations of fundamental metrics. This varies by cap size. It varies by sector. This information is available in platforms like Bloomberg and FactSet, et cetera. Not always easy to access. So, our research team has gone to great lengths to put together dozens and dozens of different combinations to look at when growth and value resonate within a certain sector, within a certain cap size, and then to give you a point-and-click way to be able to click on that and either create a strategy with that, or use that to evaluate a list of stocks that you might be interested in. So we're on the next slide. G. Yeah. So, for example, you might be looking at, Chris touched upon this. There's going to be certain sectors that are in favor and out of favor. What combination of fundamentals are currently driving utilities, versus IT, and to see what the returns have been year to date, what the returns have been historically over the last 3, 5, 10 years. So we put this all into our ingredients to build our portfolios, to be able to set a standard of quality, in addition to being able to capture the best trends of each subset. Next, please. So we make this available as a platform. So we do have folks that want to do this themselves. They want to go through, they want to look at all the different combinations. And then, you could just do them based on their own metric. I just want to build a value portfolio. I just want to build a growth portfolio. Let me see what it looks like when I overlay a trend validation on top of that. And typically you'll get an improved performance when you do that. And those are the indices that are available through the BX and Index One platform right now. Next, please. So to summarize, what we're doing is we're looking at a large universe, and this could be anything. It could be based on region of the world, theme, size, quality, and then we're saying, what are the best metrics within those subsectors that tend to work best. And we're also aware of which ones work worse, which we try to avoid. The next thing is sort of our edge, is to be able to put a trend validation on top of that, and then to have a list that's generated that follows a rules base that's easy to explain, and that could be generated in print form for compliance purposes. If you have any questions about this, I think our contact information is at the end, and I'd be happy to give a demonstration to anybody interested. Thank you.